So there's one gene therapy that we haven't touched on, and that's FGF-21. Can you talk a little bit about what that is?
Yes.
And how that plays into all of the other ones that you're proposing?
FGF-21 is also known as beta-klotho. It's associated to it. So while the first one we talked about was alpha-klotho, which is the one that really helps with the brain function, FGF-21 associated with beta-klotho is more for the metabolism. Naturally, a young body will either use sugar or carbs or fat to produce energy. And some people slowly lose the capacity to use the fat. That's when, you accumulate fat in your body and they feel cold if they need some carbs to maintain the heat in their system. That's metabolic disorder. FGF-21 helps with that. So the feedback we have is that those individuals who were always feeling cold suddenly okay in an environment where it's a little colder, they actually are able to retrieve energy from their fat. That's why they're not having this cold. They also report the brain functioning better. And it makes sense if you have more energy available for the brain. The brain is sucking a lot of energy. And so if you rely only on glucose and sugar and carbs for the brain to function, if you have a depletion, then you are struggling with your brain. But if you're able to use fat to produce the same amount of glycogen and energy for your brain, then you have a steady function of the brain, steady control of your temperature. So we see these effects, so we're still monitoring all the weight aspects, the insulin resistance, so we are accumulating data with that.